have our next two competitors awaiting match 2 of the quarterfinals. It is Northernlion against Cobalt Street.
Ooh, this is going to be really hype, actually. You're right.
Match of the century.
Wait. All right, let's hear from these two.
Oh, wait, that's Aladdin. Okay.
I really like gaming because I think it simulates a challenge, and a lot of things in life are not necessarily challenging, although some things are very difficult. So it gives you an opportunity to sort of simulate, getting better at something and practicing a skill and really feeling accomplished when you get to that point.
Thank you. Well, practice does certainly make perfect, and now let's take a listen to what Cobalt Street has to tell us.
I really think that the only thing the experience is going to do is just help with the nerves, because you're going to be up on stage, you're going to have a lot of pressure. People that have done panels or are more used to public speaking or stuff like that, they're just going to have a more calm demeanor. They're going to be able to focus more. So I really think that extra focus will help. If you're a little bit more casual or new to this, then you're probably going to be really nervous and you're more prone to make mistakes.
Well, the good news is there will be no pistol whipping during this match, at least if everybody plays fair. All right, Northern, Cobalt, Northern, you're the higher seed, so you get to go ahead and pull the crank and find out. Oh, they're going to hug it out.
Good luck.
You too.
Love buckets. These two are actually really good friends, right? You guys been hanging out, playing a long time together.
We stream together every Wednesday. So.
Oh, that's awesome. All right.
baby.
So no hard feelings no matter what happens. Go ahead and give it a yank. Let's find out what you're going to be playing.
Nice.
Pac-Man, BTD, and Crossy Road.
No ninjas, though.
Their best games. Both of their best games are in that. That is nuts.
That's what we were hoping for.
So, Sky,
That's
you're
not
thinking
bad.
we're going to see some real heated battles, given that 2 of their best games are of the 3.
The contingency of a 2-0 is he has to win the first game.
Wonderful.
He has to.
He being Cobalt.
Cobalt has to win the first game no matter what. If Cobalt wins the first game, I know him in Bloons. He's actually ridiculous. I know that it's going to be a very free match for him, but
Northern, you know your opponent pretty well. You feel the same way about it? You got to win this first one?
Yeah, we think Pac-Man's going to be pretty important because he's pretty lights out in Bloons, and I think I might have an edge in Crossy Road, so all the pressure's on for game 1.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I did remember now Cobalt's performance in Bloons, and it was a little scary. So good luck to you, Northern, in this first Pac-Man match, as well as you, Cobalt. We've got our tablets set up and ready to go. 3 minutes on the clock. Highest score in 1 life, no continues, will be the one that you post. Players ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, play! All right, both players going with the traditional map on this one. Oh, and that is unexpected, but that's okay. You can totally fade that.
actually it's not. He did that. I believe he did that on purpose. The RNG in the beginning means a lot. He probably noticed that there wasn't any fruit that was worth getting, so he immediately ran himself in so we can start now.
Sacrificial lamb play.
Yeah. Notice how now he has a better fruit and he has a better vantage point for his power.
So Cobalt really going next level by saying, I don't like the way things look right now. I'm going to give up this life and I'm going to come back.
Correct.
Losing that time, obviously, but potentially being able to make it up in fruit on the back end. As we take a look across the way, Northern now has been spot a pretty decent lead. He's up to 1,400, but Cobalt's making quick work.
But if you notice, he's going to be able to get this one over here. And okay, he missed it by just 1, but had he got that on time, it would have continued
Got the power pellet.
Had he got the power pellet on time, it would have continued the chain.
Which then gives you extra points.
Correct. He had to reset, though, only because he wasn't quite there yet.
The timing wasn't there.
He's going right back on that power pellet.
Well, let's not focus too much on Cobalt's side of the screen, though, right now, although he is going to post some big numbers with this 4-chain and Ghost, and he's got the 6x multiplier.
And that is what I'm talking about right there.
Major thrust.
That's why I said, like, this game, even though it is like RNG based, anything can happen, and you can make a lot of points in a matter of seconds. There was one time I played perfectly, 3 minutes, only had 2,000 points, and sometimes it's very scary.
And Northern with only 29.95 in his first go round. That's going to be tough to beat with a minute 20 left as Cobalt goes down at 35.52. That's the score to beat. The pressure is on Lion to try to do that within a minute 10, though.
New high score on this
looks
tablet.
like we have a nice advantage coming on for Northernlion as he grabs the apple and the power pellet, getting 2 immediate chains, maybe even 3.
Oh, if he can get that cherry.
Wonderful. And he got another power pellet, so now it's going to continue from here, which could be treacherous. Let's see.
Can he stack?
Unluckily, there was no big fruit over there, but he...
It's slow going here, and this is a big chain.
This can be huge. This can be huge.
This is it.
This could be massive.
35-52 the score to beat, and look at that 4x multiplier was in play for a lot of that last string. Pellets needed, fruits needed on Northern side.
30 seconds on the clock. I
900
still think he can do
shy.
it.
Can he put 900 together? It's doable with
Yes,
20 seconds
100%
left.
doable. The absolute knowledge
Oh,
of
it's the
temperament.
6x. He just grabbed the 6x. Now he just needs a pellet and some ghosts. 12 seconds left on the clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and he's just done it. Northernlion has just
Well
done
done,
it.
sir.
A late push as time expires.
Well
36
done.
and change.
That was close, dude.
Grace under fire.
Wait.
All right, bring it home, baby.
Oh, man.
Well done, man.
Oh no.
Well done.
I
That
told
was
you it could.
35-52, Cobalt,
should've
that
seen
was
the
your high
insane
score.
chain that he
Did
got.
you
Like,
ever
it was
think
like,
that was going to fall, my friends?
Honestly, I knew it was going to be like super close. It was the difference between 3 seconds, and I knew when I tanked that it was going to be that close. pretty
Yeah,
much.
and Sky called it, yeah? As we look back at one of the replays, you tanked, didn't like what you saw on the battlefield, and this is the beginning of the comeback. Northern walked us through this. You had to be sweating it.
And this is his game now. Oh wait, is it Bloons on?
Yeah, this is Bloons now.
Okay,
All right, we're looking back.
got a little chance here.
Northern, it was that late 6x multiplier that put you up and over the hump, right? You
Yeah.
knew you needed that to pop up.
If that had been anything less, even 5, I probably wouldn't have had a chance. But really, just a clutch melon. So thanks, hipster
thanks.
whale for that one.
You know what? The clutch melon. I love that. All right, so
Cherry.
now you're up one. You're up 1 zip. We're gonna move on to BTD Battles. I don't know if you're actually gonna play or just hang out on the couch. It seems like you feel like either way the outcome would be the same. But as we've seen, the underdogs can come out. I know you're tipping the hat to Cobalt in this one, but you just pulled it out in Pac-Man. So let's get you guys set up.
And now I know.
I'm feeling good. Still feeling good. Yep, over here.
It's a really popular song.
We're just trying to get both players' tablets brought up to speed here.
Man, that Pac-Man game was absolutely a nail-biter.
Oh, that was
spin
probably
so
one of the
bad.
tightest matches we've seen.
Yeah, I remember
Both
doing
players had such great knowledge of the temperaments of the
Hey, they
Pac-Man.
used
And one
energy-
another.
Anthony used
Yeah,
energy on the first
no,
time.
it was actually like,
still pulled it out.
I was impressed, especially with the, of course, Northernlion coming in clutch. One wrong turn, one missed risk, like he would have lost that for sure, but he clutched it out. That's something that I personally struggle with. Like if I'm this close to winning like that, I feel like I would have choked, but he didn't. He was there, he was in it. He didn't like lose focus, he didn't get frustrated. He just did it because he knew it was possible. And that's the game.
All right, let's take a look at these two players' loadouts. And see the powers that are being chosen.
Ooh, I can't wait for those. Good luck, my friend.
Everything is set, and we're about to do some BTD battle. And this is where you said Cobalt shines. This is his game.
Well, if you remember the first match, Cobalt versus Anthony, we saw Cobalt lose like 40 life very quickly because he only had one tower out. But Cobalt, being a veteran of this, knows that if you don't kill him with these early attacks, he's going to win because you're just giving him gold. So the goal here that a lot of people play as, they want to just farm, make sure they do not perish, and then come in with a big, heated wave of something.
But it is risky business because if you can't fend off the attack with that one tower, with that strategy, you're going to end up the victim.
It's always risky business, especially we see Cobalt using the banana tree as we've seen garner a lot of funds for the people that use it.
And
But-
we know bananas are high in potassium, which is necessary for some of these battles.
Oh yeah, eat healthy, Amazon.
It's a natural source of energy, Sky.
Of course, I'm allergic to all fruit, so I wouldn't know what that feels like, but.
Oh, so Fruit
yeah.
Ninja's like a therapeutic thing for you.
Low key.
Oh, and look at this. A lot being sent over Cobalt's way. The attacks from Northernlion. And we'll see how he weathers the storm.
As you see, like it's at the end of this all, it's not going to be who has the least amount of life, it's who has 0. So if an attack does not get them out, it's almost wasting money. Now,
Yep,
of course,
yep.
it could give him time to build up. And knowing that he has a banana tower, one might think, okay, well, I have more firepower than them. But once again, this isn't a game of how long you can live, really. It's when do I have the funds to eliminate my opponent and just send them off with a wave of death.
Yep, and we just want to give a big shout out to everybody watching on Northernlion's Twitch stream.
Hi.
Out there, probably rooting their man on. But of course, they're familiar with Cobalt as well, courtesy of the stream that they do together, so it might be tough to pick a favorite. They're emoting now.
Yeah. Destroy and high. Okay, that's weird. What up? We're seeing the absolute top tier tower, the mage monkey, who not only when one lightning bolt hits, as we've seen, has scattered because that's fair, and then for camo balloons that normally can't be seen, these things can hit any regular balloon, and it ricochets and hits all the camo balloons as well. The sniper is also there for camo balloons, but I do want to see. I do want to see what's going on here. The sniper being in an awkward place, as the sniper can shoot from anywhere on the map. Bringing him that close doesn't really.
There's no competitive advantage potentially to placing him in that spot.
There's no colossal advantage. Typically, people like to put them in a place that doesn't matter, that other towers can't be. But of course, no matter where he is, he's still going to do his job here. We've got regenerative balloons on the field. It's getting a little dicey. Both characters, or both players, at full health.
Yep.
Wow. Ooh. So, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Moab Destroyer.
Yep.
So he's anticipating a heavy artillery attack, and this thing shreds through that very, very cleanly. I think that is what's going on. Round 11, things might get a little dicey around 15 or 16, but instead by a lot of people.
The pace picks up a little bit. And anticipatory decisions being made on the battlefield as Cobalt is starting to send some heat over.
Yep. Cobalt is sending a little bit of heat, getting some heat himself.
Yeah, a lot of heat.
A very nice tate-to-tate we have here. These guys are just going neck and neck. A lot of balloons coming.
There's the assault
and
coming
here's
down
the assault.
From Cobalt. This is where the pain's going to be brought.
That's it.
143. And it's going down quickly, and yet.
Well done.
Sure enough, Cobalt with that late assault. That's sort of the MO that we've seen.
Yep.
Making quick work of his buddy Northernlion and leveling this match at one apiece as we get set for the third game.
Good game.
Let's do this. Man. Good luck.
It's a very, very tricky matchup. Cobalt strategy, which of course there's a check and balance to everything. But the main thing is to understand that all balloons can be controlled. So it's actually much like mini
1-1.
Control
that
aggro combo. So he's going combo. He's waiting a long time and then hitting you with everything. So you beat combo with aggro. So what you want to do is you want to build like a bunch of little things that are going to like kill the balloons fast, and then I send ceramics. I don't even care. I just want to
walk us through what you're looking at here toward the late stages.
So
there was just not enough artillery on the field there.
This is why I value the glue monkey. The glue monkey here has this splash of corrosive acid that slows everyone down and pops the balloons 2 tiers per second. It's ridiculous.
So that would have been a better play.
Yes. I don't think the sniper was necessary. I do think the glue monkey would have made a difference, as I've definitely fought people like him with the glue monkey. And when all those balloons come, the glue is going to be just scattered on everybody. They're going really slow, losing all of their power, and then the mage monkey just knocks them all out.
All right, it's time to transition away from BTD Bloons, which I'm sure Northernlion is all too happy to do, and get to Disney Crossy Road. 3 lives for each player already in progress in the early going.
Yeah,
both players with the Aladdin map, of course.
Yeah, riveting, unique gameplay here by both players.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Sky.
I'm so salty. Aladdin, Aladdin has a slew of advantages. One of the biggest ones is you see all the people that are crossing the street, they're very thin. That means you can see more of them even though we're playing vertically. It makes it a lot easier to pass them, and also their hazard that's completely arcane to this map is lava, is the coals, but you can just run past them.
And you see him there on Northernlion's side of the screen. You just got to take a quick break. Oh, and Lion was trying to make a sprint without pausing in between on the safety pad there.
Yeah, that's
first life down for Lion. And I believe he was in the 130s as his high score there.
131 right
there. There it is.
Yeah. So yeah, as you're seeing, like, once you kind of get a clear view, because you see so much, it's easy to just say, okay, I'm going to take 50 steps forward or whatever. And you can almost take a breather when you're at that cold place, because you can just be like, all right, well, this is free because there are no hazards that are random or fast or anything. It's just me.
And you see Cobalt running up the score here to 220 plus, still on his first life as Lion's playing catch up. And we understand right around the 150 mark is where things start to get dicey, and you see the challenging AI start to kick in, but this is a clean sprint.
But the difference is this is Aladdin, so no difficulties really added except for the fact that when you do get a little higher, they're not impossible situations, but you will find more of those railroads because of the ambiguous colors that are on the screen makes it kind of hard sometimes to see which road you shouldn't be on. You have to keep a keen eye out for it. The aesthetics are a big reason why this map is a difficulty.
161 on the second life for Northernlion as we get back over to Cobalt, who finally succumbs at 329.
About that one.
That's the score to beat. Cobalt on his second life, but really it's all about Lion here and whether or not he can at the very least get past the 329 hurdle and hopefully beyond that. And he can't. That's it. An early exit there for Lion.
Dude.
And after winning the Pac-Man round in dramatic fashion,
Good games. Thank you so much.
he's going to head over to hang with Maria. And Cobalt is going to come back over here and hang with me.
I can't believe I just beat him at that.
It's Aladdin, okay?
I mean, but either way.
Well, the Pac-Man was the one that really stunned us, but you're talking about Disney Crossy Roads?
That's by far my least decent game.
How was that as far as your career of playing that game is concerned from a performance
the game of my life right there.
Really?
That's probably,
well, this is the time to have
That's my
it.
second time playing Aladdin. So.
You talked about when we were doing your interview, though, that being kind of socially comfortable and in this situation and accustomed to it is potentially a factor. Now, obviously, Northern doesn't lack those skills.
Oh, absolutely
But that's somewhere that you have a particular strength, and it shows.
Or both of these two fine individuals as well, both very, competitive scene. So also just example right there.
Cobalt referring to our next match, which is standing by right now between Box and Hafu. But first, let's get over to Maria, who's standing by with your good buddy, Northernlion.
Well, before we get to Northernlion, I noticed that after that epic Pac-Man match, Professor Broman, you actually commented and said, wow, that was pretty cool that this live audience in here and everybody just erupted into applause because you've never really seen anything like that for, Pac-Man of all games. So, does this energy and all of the vibe of, having a live audience and while playing these kind of arcade games, is that a really cool new experience for all of you up here?
I think for me, all of us, when we were asked to come out, we were like, okay, that sounds cool, but like we didn't know how it was going to turn out. And then when you get it here and you get it in deeper into the competition, it starts to sort of unfurl like all these tactics and everyone's like all these games that you wouldn't traditionally think about so much. You're here and you're like, oh man, these are great. Like this is exciting, and I can't believe I'm watching this. I think that it's really cool to like cheer for Pac-Man. Yeah, it was awesome. So great game, Northernlion.
Yes, Northernlion, you are the one that gave us something to cheer about in Pac-Man. Did you think you were going to pull it out, though, once you could hear all of us saying, wow, look at Cobalt's high score? Were you feeling like, oh, no, I don't think I can overcome that?
Yeah, as soon as I died the first time in Pac-Man, I thought I was done, but just got lucky to get a really nice seed, a chain of power pellets and ghosts, and then really like 3 or 4 really good fruits in a row at the end. And I honestly didn't know what his score was. I knew it was 3,500, 3,600, but I didn't know if I would be able to get there in time. So I had to gauge based on the reaction of everybody else, and it felt like good news, so I was happy.
So we know, you played your good friend over there. And personally speaking, in poker, we always say there's no friends in poker. I have check-raised my mom before. So, are you able, in a competitive situation, $30,000 on the line, to be able to put that aside and just get the game face on, even against somebody that you actually stream with once a week? Oh, like, obviously I tried as hard as I could, but there's no bad blood at all. Like, I'm rooting for Cobalt to win, for sure. No offense meant to the other competitors. And if I had to lose to anybody, it's the right person to lose to because we work together all the time, and I'd love to see him go far. All right, back to you, Ollie.
I'll tell you what, real class act, Northernlion. It's no wonder you guys are so close. How'd you meet?
Actually, we met through a mutual friend. Rock Lee kind of introduced us. We're pretty much based our career off the same game, The Binding of Isaac. It's an indie game. So that's what we basically led us into the industry. So we had some similarities there and a mutual friend, and he kind of just put it together and met at a convention, and kind of just took off from there.
How
Good buddies.
important would you say, or how prevalent is it to have other people within the community to sort of serve as a peer group and that you can bounce strategies off of and sort of, you know, have some support when trying to navigate the minefield of being a professional game player?
Yeah, it's invaluable because I know a lot of us, we don't leave our houses very often. We're streaming, you know, 6 to 8 hours a day every single day. And a lot of people that are your family or friends or people that you associate with, even if you have another job, they don't understand like that level. And so to have another person that's in the industry or that has that experience to bounce ideas off of, or just to have that experience and just to have that talk is very refreshing and offers insight a lot of the time. Very helpful.
No doubt about it. And of course, you guys are all competing for some good money here today. We want to remind everybody it's $100,000, and we'll take a look at how that 100K is being split up. $2,500 is what everybody who was eliminated in round 1 is going to be taking home. Quarterfinalists, however, are guaranteed $5K. If you make it through to the semis like we just saw Cobalt do, that's a $7,500 payday. And then it's $15K and $30K to the runner-up and winner, respectively. We're all set to get our next quarterfinal match underway, but before we do, we're going to step away and back with more Amazon Champions of Fire right after this.